Now, how many people need a word from the Lord on this morning? Amen. Now, I'm not saying just want one. I'm talking about you need a word from the Lord. Amen. If you need it, say, I need it. Amen. Amen. I need it. I need it. I need it. Amen. Amen. Sometimes you might tell folks, look, don't say nothing to me for the next 15 or 20 minutes. Amen. Because I need a word from the Lord. Amen. Amen. Because guess what? You never know what this next week is going to hold. Amen. If this is your last opportunity to get a word from the Lord before you face the week, you ought to get your tank on full. Amen. Amen. We're going to go to the Old Testament, the book of 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 14. Begin reading verse number 6. 1 Samuel 14 and verse number 6. Amen. 1 Samuel 14, verse number 6. Amen. And it reads, and Jonathan said to the young man that bare his armor, come and let us go over into the garrison of these uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us, for there is no restraint to the Lord to save by many or by few. And his armor bearer said unto him, do all that is in thine heart to do. Behold, I am with thee according to thy heart. Now fast forward to verse 22 of the same chapter. Verse 22, and it reads, likewise all the men of Israel which had hid themselves in Mount Ephraim, when they heard that the Philistines fled, even they also followed hard after them in the battle. So that the Lord saved Israel that day, and the battle passed over until Beth-aven. Amen. Just a quick word from the Lord. Amen. Help cometh. Amen. Now look at somebody and tell them, help cometh. Amen. Help cometh. Help cometh. Amen. One thing that I've learned from working my job and being married is I realize is that the United States got their ups and the United States got their downs. Amen. The United States has its pros and the United States has its cons. Amen. One of the biggest problems I have with it is the United States want to go fix everybody else's problem. And we got more problems than anybody. Amen. The United States want to make everybody else be like the United States. Amen. And we don't want to be like the United States our own selves. Amen. But one good thing about the United States that I've learned, now if you pray with me, I've learned that through the government, it is a way for you to get anything you want to get. For you to accomplish anything you want to accomplish. But the thing is, you just got to know how to get to it. Amen. Are y'all with me this morning? There is a way because there is help out there. Now, one thing that I learned these days, y'all, there used to be a point in the time that when a young lady had 2, maybe 3, 4 kids, she would struggle to take care of her kids. Amen. She would struggle from the beginning to the end to provide for her kids. But these days, because there is so much out there, that it seems like the more kids somebody have, the better off they have it. Amen. Amen. It seems like the worse your situation is, the more you can get for it. Amen. Amen. But watch this. One thing that comes up in life is that help cometh. Even when it don't seem like help is going to come, help cometh. Amen. Help cometh. But how many of you know help don't always look like you think help ought to look like? Amen. Help don't always look like Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut, or somebody. Amen. Amen. Help don't always look like that. Sometimes help look like Flavor Flav. Are y'all with me? Amen. Help don't always look like a Beyonce or Halle Berry. Sometimes help looks like Miss Seeley from The Color Purple. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? And a lot of times, because help don't look like what we think it ought to look like, we leave help sitting on the side of the street. Amen. The Old Testament, it gives an account of a young man by the name of Jonathan. Jonathan was a young man who was a prince. He was the son of a king by the name of Saul. Now, being the son of a king, Jonathan still had a humble spirit about himself. Amen. Don't you know, it's folks out here who, a lot of folks, ain't got nothing, but still are the most cocky and uppity folks you'd have never met in your life. Ain't got no more than what I got, struggling the same way that I'm struggling, but yet they still think they better than what I am. Amen. Maybe y'all ain't never met nobody like that. Amen. Maybe y'all don't know folks like that. But Jonathan was an individual that even though he was the son of a king, he was an humble human being. Amen. He was an humble human being. Now his father, the king, was a man who enjoyed every bit of his position. The king loved being a king. He loved being able to speak and folks had to move. He loved everybody being afraid of him. Amen. He loved being in control of everything. Don't y'all know it's folks out there that love to keep you under their thumb. Amen. It's folks out there that love the fact that sometimes you have to borrow $50 from them every now and then. Amen. Don't you think that, amen, don't think they don't like that. Amen. Because if you get to the point that the folks you used to have to go to for help, that you don't go to them no more, they're going to be upset about that. Amen. They'd be mad if you don't ask them to help you. Amen. But then if you do ask them to help you, you should have said something to me last week. Amen. And what's worse than folks like that is folks that will go and help you, and just as soon as they help you, they go tell everybody they done helped you. Amen. They go tell everybody they done helped. Yeah, girl, she came to me, couldn't take care of her kids, and I did what God had me to do. Amen. But Jonathan was an individual who had a relationship with God, and he was torn and he struggled with some things because he knew Jonathan operated in spirituality, but his father was the king. He operated through his mind. Amen. Amen. But see, watch this. Jonathan was an individual who wrestled with his spiritual connection and his biological connection. Because y'all know there's some of us in here that we got spiritual connections to some folks that outweigh biological connections we got with other folks. Amen. For anybody may have missed that, that means we can deal with some folks better than we can our own blood folks. Amen. It's some that ain't even related to you that you know got your back more than them folks that look just like you when you look at them. Amen. Jonathan was an individual that he stood beside his daddy, not because that was his daddy, but only because the word says honor thy mother and honor thy father. Amen. And so y'all, we got to